So let's do a weekly recap, shall we? And by week, I mean 5 days, because that's my work week, okay? I work Sunday through Thursday. So you want to know what fragrances I wore over that 5-day stretch? Meet me on the other side of this intro. We're going to get right into it and talk about it. I will see you guys in just a second. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, It is your boy Trey Sense, back at it again. We got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. So, what do I have for you today? Well, sort of a weekend review. A weekend review for the weekend. You know what I mean? That's right. We're going to talk about the 5 fragrances that I wore over my 5-day work week, plus one new addition to the Trey Sense family. But before we get into that, I need a little something from you. I need you to like, I need you to share, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting on? If I've earned it, give your boy a sub. Helps the channel grow. Now that we've got the business out of the way, let's get to the fun part, to the fragrance that I just picked up, and I've had it to be a week when you see this video, which will be Friday. Haven't worn it yet. I have done some testing on it, and it is from the house of Bentley, and it is Infinite Momentum. And this is a great looking bottle. This makes my 3rd fragrance from the house of Bentley. I picked this up at my local Burke's outlet, and they actually have 2 more Bentley fragrances that I'm going to get. They have, I think one of them is, this is Infinite Momentum. No, Momentum Unlimited. I think the other one is Infinite Momentum. I'm gonna get that one. I'm waiting on them to mark them down. This one was at one time around the Christmas holidays, $39, marked down to $23. So I'll probably go check back tomorrow and see if they've marked any of the other ones down from $23, maybe a little bit further. The one I'm really waiting to come down is Bentley Black Edition. I'm waiting on that one to hit the $23, $24 mark. But nonetheless, this one is Bentley Momentum Unlimited. Very well made fragrance, but it's very light in scent. A great little office friendly type fragrance as I struggle to get that cap off. Very solid bottle, very well made bottle for those that care. And of course, I cannot find the atomizer. Well, there we go. Very light fragrance, very easy to wear office fragrance. What I get from this is a clean, soapy vibe. Woody, soapy. It's not an aquatic, it's not a fougere, it's not very aromatic. Just a nice, clean, soapy fragrance. Great for the office, very inoffensive. For $23, I'm pleased with the pickup. If I had paid $30 for it, I probably wouldn't be. Definitely not worth $40. But for those of you who like those very soft, subtle, projecting fragrances that smell good, this is one. As I sit here, I'm trying to go through my collection and see what it reminds me of. Nothing comes to the top of my head. Maybe it will after I give this a few full wearings. But nonetheless, check your Burke's outlets or your Bells if you have them. My Burke's, the one in Corinth, which I shop at all the time, and the one in Muscle Shoals, which I shop at all the time, were loaded with Bentley fragrances around the Christmas time. They were a little bit pricey, and it seems like Lalique Ancre Noir was there, and it was marked down as well. I may pick that up. If anybody's interested in that, comment down in the comments below. I want to say it was $23, which brings it back down to around the price where it's a pretty good price. So if you're interested in that fragrance and you can't find it where you're at and you don't want to get it online by any chance, leave leave something in the comments, and it's possible I can go check and see if they got it. And you can pay the shipping and pay me for it, and you can have it. But they did have a plethora of Bentley fragrances. Again, the one I'm waiting on them to drop in price is Bentley Black Edition. For some reason, they hadn't dropped that one yet. So, but I'm thinking if I go by there tomorrow, it's going to be in that $23, $24 price range, and I'm probably going to pick it up. But again, this one, a nice, clean, fresh, soapy, woody, very masculine, very gentlemanly fragrance. Scent profile on this is very, very nice. Performance as far as projection, I'm gonna say it's gonna be below par because it's just such a soft, subtle fragrance. But nonetheless, it does smell good. One last time, Bentley Infinite Momentum. If you have that one, let me know what you think about that one. Now, let's get into this fragrance rotation, and we're gonna work backwards. Yeah, let's work backwards. Starting with, today is Thursday, it'll be Friday when you see this video. My scent that I wore today to work, or tonight, because it was a beautiful day here in Alabama, nice spring day. It's from the house of Tommy Bahama, and it is Maritime Deep Blue. And this is one of the best looking bottles in my collection. Absolutely love it. Perfect bottle for a Tommy Bahama fragrance. Fits the theme. The scent profile is very good on this one. I did not receive any compliments. Don't remember getting any sniffs, but it was kind of a crazy day at work, man. People are losing their minds in the grocery stores, man. It's crazy. Nonetheless, I really, really enjoyed this fragrance. This is a very overlooked line from Tommy Bahama, the whole Maritime line. I think I'm missing one. I have Deep Blue and I can't read that. What's this one? Let me see. Let me just grab it real quick. Maritime. I have Deep Blue and Maritime. It's one more, but I can't remember the name of it. I had it, well, I bought it and returned it because I just wasn't that thrilled with it. But then I found that one, and now that I found this one, I'm probably gonna purchase that one as well. But Deep Blue Maritime is a fresh, of course it's an aquatic, but it's very masculine for an aquatic. Again, it's got that aquatic and it's woody. And I'm noticing a lot of these designer fragrances are trying to get away from that pungent alcohol blast that you get in the opening. They're trying to become more niche-like with their fragrances, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of it. This one has a bit of leather or a leathery vibe running through the bottom of it, and it sits on top of that fresh aquaticness. I've only been out in the middle of the ocean one time, and I don't remember it smelling like this, so I'm not sure what the whole Deep Blue is all about, because it definitely does remind me of being in the middle of the ocean. But we were off the coast of Myrtle Beach. Took a whatever they call boat to go see the dolphins, a chart, whatever. Had a great time. But nonetheless, this is one. Also, this upcoming spring and summer, this is definitely one that I think you would want to get your hands on. To me, this is a great little date night spring and summer fragrance because it has that calm cooling effect that you would want from a fragrance in the hot heat. But at the same time, it still has some sex appeal and some masculinity to it. You know what I mean? It's a freshie, but it's not just an overly citrus, over the top type of freshie. It's a freshie that still has some mass appeal, but some masculinity to it as well. I like it. Tommy Bahama Deep Blue Maritime. And I'm gonna put him right back up here on the shelf while I got him. There you go. See, that's where he goes. Okay. That was my scent of today, and it was Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday, and we're gonna go with one that I wore Wednesday. Of course, Trey, it's Wednesday. What did you wear? I went with an oldie, but a goodie. Never been a big fan of this fragrance, but nonetheless, since we're gonna do this series every Friday, this will be the video that you get from me, is what I wore all week, and it is CK Shock. Nice tobacco-y type of scent. It smells okay. It has a decent scent profile. The opening is beautiful. If it stayed, if it smelled throughout the entirety of the fragrance the way it does in the opening, I would like this fragrance a lot more. But it changes, and it doesn't smell bad at all, but it's just that tobacco fades rather fast. And it has a great tobacco note, and if you're wanting to delve into the world of tobacco, hurry up and grab this one before it gets hard to find and the stocks on it become depleted. Yes, it's been discontinued, but it's one that you still see all the time at your TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, Burke's Outlet, you know, the rack stores. You see this all the time. DD's in some places, or if you're my boy Manny out in Waco, perfume, what is it? Drug Emporium? You can get it out there. But nonetheless, I really, really enjoyed this fragrance. Enjoyed wearing it, even though it hasn't been my best or one of my favorite fragrances. I did enjoy wearing it. Again, did not receive any compliments, didn't receive any sniffs. It turned into a skin scent rather fast on me, as most of the CK fragrances do. I did enjoy it. It was a rather cool night Wednesday, so that was the reason that I pulled it out. I was playing with my CK fragrances, trying to get some inspiration to do you guys a video. And I was like, I'm gonna wear it. I'm just gonna wear it. And I probably only worn this once or twice. I got an extremely good deal on this bottle. Again, got it at my Burke's Outlet probably 3 or 4 years ago. And I think I only paid like $12 for it. So CK Shock, my scent of Wednesday. That brings us to Tuesday. And this is a fragrance that I really, really enjoyed wearing. And it is from the house of 3-in-1, and it is a Frankenstein or a hybrid. It is their illicit sauvage, and this is one you cannot buy in stores. You have to get it from 3-in-1. Go to Facebook and find 3-in-1 or Doug Thompson, and he will instruct you on where and how to get this fragrance. I like it, I really do, and I'm just gonna show you the levels again. What do you see where that's at? Can you see that? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's about halfway. And this is a perfect blend between Elysium and Sauvage. I did catch people sniffing with this one on, and it's a beautiful scent. When I run out of this, I'm probably gonna purchase a at least a 50 ml of it. It's just unique. The combination of Elysium and Sauvage is just hard to beat. And this was my fragrance that I wore Tuesday. And I'm trying to think of what the weather was like Tuesday. It seems like it was a little bit cool. It was a little bit cool Tuesday. It was, yeah, it was a little bit cool. Now, it brings us to Monday. Monday was a pretty day. The weather was nice, and I wanted to wear a fragrance that reflected that. So from Sensual Obsessions, I wore the King. And of course, this is one that I just got in, and this is one that does not take but a few sprays of this, 3 or 4 sprays, and you will light up the room. And yes, it is a clone of the King, a Ventist, but it has more vanilla in it. Very smooth, very pineapple-y. Doesn't have all that burnt tar and birch and all that stuff in it. It doesn't have that darkness that some bottles of Aventus or batches of Aventus have. And I think I'm partial to the ones that don't, because the bottle of Aventus that I have, which is a 2016 bottle, doesn't have any of that smokiness or that. It's straight fruity. It's a very fruity batch, and I like it. I liked it from the time that I got it, and I still like it. This one really reminds me of it. So from Sensual Obsessions, the King, and it was a nice day. And I just wanted to smell tropical. Plus, it was my first time to really give it a good wearing, get it on my skin, and wear it for more than just a testing. So, did catch a couple of sniffs, didn't get any compliments, but you know, it is what it is. And that brings us to Monday. Now to the start of my work week, which would be Sunday evening. It is from the house of a moth, and it is Legacy. And I'm not sure what made me want to wear this one. I guess because it's a very dressy fragrance, and it just reminds me of going to church on Sunday. It's a clean, masculine, spicy, type of scent. It smells really, really good. And for those who do not know, a moth, this is their version of Chanel's Platinum Egoiste. And I have been tempted to buy Egoiste for many, many years, but thanks to my good friend Jakari Pike, you guys know him better as JP, Mr. On the Cool himself, he sent me this back during the summer, and maybe this time last year, not real sure, but was very thrilled to get it. And this is one that just smells good, and it is very similar to Platinum Egoiste. And Sunday was, I want to say Sunday was a fairly warm day as well, but nonetheless, it was one I just had to get on my skin. Again, didn't receive any "you smell good" or any compliments, directly, but I did catch a few Karens sniffing, looking for a place to complain. But nonetheless, a great smelling fragrance and a clone of Chanel's Platinum Egoiste, and it is our moth's legacy. All right, guys, that is it. That is the 5 fragrances that I wore to work this week, plus the 1 new addition. If you have any of these fragrances, which I'm sure most of you are going to have all of these fragrances, with the exception of the 3-in-1s and the Sensuals, again, you can find both of those guys on Facebook. You can hit up Doug Thompson and Kevin Holtz on Facebook, or 3-in-1 fragrances and Sensual Obsessions, and get you some of that stuff, man. It's really, really good stuff. Yeah, really good stuff. But I know you guys are going to have some of these in your collection. If so, tell me what your thoughts on them. Tell me what some of your, in the comments, get down. Let me know what some of your fragrances that you wore this week was. Let me see how y'all was walking around smelling this week. Because remember, y'all represent me. Because y'all out here telling them, yeah, I watch Trey's videos. He makes some good suggestions. So let me see what you guys are rocking, okay? All right, I appreciate that. So now, you already know I got to get off of here, upload this video, get ready to get it out, and all of that good stuff. And again, guys, I really appreciate you being the best part of my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you for always returning to the scene of the crime. Remember to be active in the comment sections. I love you all, and God bless you all. Until next time, peace.